Good morning, everyone. I'm Corinne Braxton, and today is October 12th, 2021. Let's see if I can get myself up on the iPad here. Let's see. Well, a few people are joining us. Let me see here. I can't quite see me. I'm not finding myself. Let's see, when someone join in if they're live. Oh, hey, Paris. I guess I am on the right group. I'm glad you found us there. You're in Kentucky, so super. I can't find myself on the iPad. Let's see one's here. I'm going to keep looking a little bit more. See if I can. Well, we'll just have to go. I'll just have to use my phone today. So thanks for joining in, Paris. I'm glad how are things in Kentucky? We are, oh, hey, Melissa, good to see you too. It's pretty, Melissa's out in California. I'm in Montana, and it's very snowy. So it's a very bright day. The sun's not out, but we've had snow for 2 days, and it has been just snowing up a storm here. So I wish I could get this this to work on my iPad, but it is not. I don't know. So we'll just let me see if I can reboot that a little bit, and then we'll start. Oh, it says I'm live, but I have no picture. Oh, there it is. Okay, super. Now then I know I'm in the right spot. Well, I see a few of you girls too. So thank you for commenting so fast, and just send up thumbs up or hearts and just keep commenting, girls. How's the weather where you are? And so October 12th, oh my goodness, we are getting close to the end of 2021. This is hard to believe, isn't it? Can't believe it's this far along already. Okay, we have lots of new things, right? One fun thing that we demonstrators get to do is pre-order from the Eden's Garden suite, and it is beautiful, just beautiful. And it will be available to everyone, all customers, in November. So I've made several cards with it already. I love the paper. The paper has all this gold in it. It's really nice. Nice set of stamps. This is the stamps and dies are going to be in the spring catalog. So we demonstrators get a sneak peek of that. So that's really fun. And then another new thing that just came out for everyone are these tags. And it's a new kit. And it's just as cute as can be. I actually made a couple of these this morning. And they're easy. Just any age can make these. I made all of these. I stamped everything this morning before this video, and then I just put a couple of them together. I didn't have time to do all of them. I think there are 12, but it's really a fun set. It comes with stamps, really nice stamps. It comes with a clear block, so we always need more clear blocks too. It's really, or if you have enough, and you can always gift it to someone else. It comes with rhinestones and dimensionals and navy ink spot and glue dots and lots of pieces. It's just really nice. All comes in a box, Stampin' Up box. And those are available to order now. And it's called Love Santa. And then there are also some of these bags. These are called Love Santa bags, and we demonstrators get to pre-order those now too. And they're pretty. They're really nice. You could you open them up and it would fit a lot of. It's a nice size bag. It's gusseted. So anyway, that's happening now. So pretty tags, really nice size, and the Eden's Garden. That's a really pretty set for sure. Okay, I think we are ready, and we'll see if anyone else joins us this morning. Okay, let's close our eyes, or I'm going to point you, I'm going to flip the camera, change it. There we go. This is just to help me get things centered, focused. These are 2 cards, so, okay. Today we're going to play with cork. And so these are not the cards, but I was just using that to line my space up. Our cards this morning, the cork is on page 55, and it's 12 by 12, and it's a specialty paper. It's 12 by 12, you get 2 sheets, and it's $7.50. It is wonderful. I have gone through almost an entire package. And then the first stamp that we're going to be using is going to be the Peaceful Cabin. And that's on page 38, and we're going to use that cabin in the trees. So we'll start with that right now, and I think you will enjoy it. Here is the card that we're making. And let's see once. This is it's not a case completely, but I did see this idea of stamping the cabin on cork someplace, but I'm not sure where. Dina Rico, I think. So Peaceful Cabin, and we're going to do a little fox and the trees and the cabin all on this cork. So here we go. We are going to get our little kit, and you can take some screenshots here. Let me see. We'll get these pieces together, and we are going to do just a slightly different card this time. This one had a evergreen. That's what the color I'm wearing today, evergreen, and mine's pretty close. And then a brown matte, but we're going to do just the opposite. So we're going to do a brown card, an espresso brown card, and with a evergreen matte. So here we are with a 5.5 by 8.5 base. And of course it's scored in half at 4 1/4. And then we have a 4 by 5 1/4. And our inside is going to be 3 3/4 by 5. It'll go right in there. Our cork this is a complete square, 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. Let me see if I can get this down a little bit now. This little piece at the top, this is from the Tasteful Textures, 3 3/4 by 1 1/4. That's going to go right up there. So let's do that. Let's put these pieces together. And except for we're not going to do the cork. We'll just do this part. So we'll just do, we're going to put the wood grain together on the mat. So we'll just get our Stampin' Seal out here. And put that right there. And we'll just wait now. We'll put this base on our card like this. It's pretty dark. Good thing it's a bright day here in Montana. And we're going to put a little label up here with the birthday. And now we're going to do our stamping. So let's bring in our cork. And I am going to, let's see, I just don't want to lose this. I'm going to bring in my little pieces to stamp the birthday on. And let's see, we're going to do that in espresso. We've got some espresso ink. And I just re-inked these, so they're pretty juicy. Let me just get this down so it's in the camera. That's the hardest thing, is I have to sort of stand up all the time to see what I'm doing. There's our birthday. And put that in the chamois, the stamping chamois, and I'm going to set that aside right there. I can see it's very, very juicy. And I'm not even sure. I might have re-inked these twice. I'm not sure. But, so we're going to put this, anytime we use a Stamparatus, I'd like to put a stamping case underneath it, like this. I'm going to see if I can zoom out now, if I can do that. There we go. Okay. I've got it all set up. I'm going to use these little tick marks that I did because I don't want to put it in the corner. Sometimes if you put it in the corner when you have a big image, you won't be able to get the sides right here. So that's my reasoning for that. Okay, I'll take 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. Okay, and now let's see. Maybe I'll just get this right there. That seems to be okay. I'm going to ink up my stamp, and now I'm going to I'm using espresso ink. And that is pretty good. We could add maybe just a tiny bit more. Just a little bit darker, not too much. I think that's perfect. And that looks good. I'm going to stamp the little fox while I can. I'm going to put him, I've got him on a block, so I'm just going to put him right there. So that's done. And let's see now, this is a little tricky, so I am going to take my chamois, and I keep my chamois in a clear case. I'm just gonna clean this just so I don't get my hands in it. So take your chamois out like that. I love these chamois. This one's cut in half. Now I'm going to close up that brown and the espresso, and we're gonna turn this. This is Stampin' Up has a unique repositioning tool. This is called the Stamparatus, and this is the only company that makes one where it has this hinge. You can move it down, or you can turn it around like this. I'm going to turn it around now, and I'm going to put my trees over here. So, actually, I don't need to do that. I probably don't need to. I've got my trees on a block for some reason. Yeah, so we'll take that off. We'll take this one off. So just pull it off. And now I'm going to get my evergreen, my very, it's almost a blackish color. And I'll just keep this right in here because it's got a foam mat underneath. There we go. You could use the Stamparatus, but I think I'm going to just do it this. Well, let's see once here. Oh, I almost forgot the most important part. Let me see. I forgot the masking. I forgot that. That is the most important thing. That would have been a disaster. I cut this out. I put 2 Post-it notes together, and I Scotch taped them on the back. I didn't have any big Post-it notes that are all sticky. So now I'm just going to take this off, and I'm going to put this right over this cabin. I stamped it, and then I just cut it out. You can either fussy cut it or use the little fussy cutter, or use the dies that come with the set. So I'm going to, let me see what's here. This is really crazy. Okay, I think I'm gonna do just the opposite. So I'm gonna put 2 trees right here. And I'm going to have to take this off before, this is not, I guess when I did this, I did it with the, I'm not sure again exactly, I did this a few days ago, and I can't even remember now. Take that off. Do you see how pretty that is with the, I'll take my Stamparatus, move it out of the way, and we don't need it. These are red rubber stamps, but I'm going to put this back right there. So it's going to, if you didn't make a mask, then you would have a mess. You would have your trees stamped right over your cabin. So now we can take the mask off. Watch this. I'll zoom in. And there. Now we've got a nice scene with some trees. They could have gone up higher. But then I'll just keep this, and I just put this back right in my case. I always just it's got sticky. You can use I use the stickiness. It's still sticky, or you can use your Tombow glue a little bit and put it on there. But it'll just stay. And now anytime I make this, I can do that. That's an important thing, and I almost forgot to tell you that. Okay, so let's do our inside of our card too with some trees. And this is the 3 3/4 by 5. And I don't think I did a verse, but I just did the trees, I believe. Let's see what I did. Yep, I just did trees on the inside. And close that up. Oh, let's do some trees on our envelope too. That would be good. Let's do that. Okay, and where did I was ready to clean those. So we'll just do those right like that. And this card is almost done. I love the beauty of the Stamparatus. I could do, several pieces of cork if I had it cut, and it would all be the same with that mask and everything. Isn't that nice, the way that works? If you've never done a mask, try that. It's really a nice technique. Okay, now we're ready to put our insides together. Got an extra piece in case I made a mistake. So we'll just take our stamping seal. Hi, Kathy Wilkerson. Glad you're watching. Found us. It looks like a little bit of a ragged edge there. So let me just. Sometimes you can, if it looks a little ragged, you can take a fingernail file too. That's another way you can take that. If it looks, see how it sort of straightens that out. It's another cool little thing to remember always. Okay, pretty inside, isn't it? Looks like there's a little glue on there. We'll get our glue eraser. I love these glue. I have several of them, different positions. They take off any kind of adhesive. Okay, now we're ready to put our, I forgot the ribbon. That's really an important part. Well, we're gonna have to redo this a little bit. I don't think I can get that mat off, but we'll just make do. I was trying to get that all glued together so that we wouldn't have to worry about the inking, and now that space is supposed to be covered with the ribbon, but it doesn't go around. I can't do that because the card's there like that. But I'll just improvise, and we'll just cut it off like it's supposed to be that way or something. And what I'll do is we'll put some adhesive. I like to use, when I'm using ribbon, I like to use my Seal Plus, the dark blue one, and I'll just run it right along there, and then, oops, bring it down a little bit. This is an evergreen ribbon. Let me see, I'm going to just do it like this. There we go. No one would even know that we, just going to cut it off straight. There we go. I do like my ribbon scissors. This is my old Stampin' Up ribbon scissors from many, many years ago. We don't carry one of those anymore, but any good sewing scissors would be good. Oops, there we go. And then we've got our Stampin' Up snips, but I also have that, I have a snips that I designate just to cut ribbon to, and that one has, you can put a ribbon on it, or I've got a little charm, so like that. That's nice too, but I like grabbing a big scissors, quite honestly. Okay, now let's put some dimensionals on here, and we'll be almost done with this card. This is I think it's a great masculine card. I don't know, I had to spend, oh my goodness, I'm going to have to cut these now, so I ran out of dimensionals. Yesterday I had to force myself. I had so many birthdays again. I had a lot of family birthdays in September, October, November, and December. And I don't so much the rest of the time, but I have a lot. And I think I sent 10 cards, 10 birthday cards yesterday, and I think they were almost all of them were late. So, but at least they're getting them, and I love that stamp that says happy little bit late birthday. So, there we have our card, and there you go. Isn't that a pretty, I don't think it needs any gems, just as a good masculine card, I think. Now, this is I'm going to stamp this. This is from the Handmade for You. It's called Handmade for You. And it has the copyright stamping up. It's called the Angel Policy. But I'm going to just stamp that on the back of it. And I'm going to do that in brown on brown. And it'll just leave like a mark, a watermark almost. There we go. You can barely see it, but like that. And there we have it. Let's see, once here now we have our card. We have both cards. See, this one looks a little bit more finished with the ribbon wrapped around. And here is our card to go with it. And I'll post these later on, but isn't that a great, easy, not hard at all, to stamp on the cork. But it's so important to remember the masking. Masking is a fun technique. It's been around forever, ever. So I hope you'll give that a try. This is a good one to do that on. Okay, I'm going to pick up my little pieces here, and we're going to go on to our next card that has some cork. This one, I'm going to use the Blackberry Beauty paper, and by the way, this is back in stock. So order some. Some of my back ordered ones just came in. So we are using the stamp called Heartfelt Wishes. I've used this one a lot. It's got a beautiful font, and Merry Christmas, happiest holidays, much gratitude, sending love, cheers. And then it has these little words from our family, heartfelt wishes, this, and all of that. So we're going to make this card. And do you see the cork on there? Right here. I took a card that I did a couple of weeks ago in one of my classes, this one. I love this design. I love the measurements of everything. Instead of doing the cinnamon cider paper, I did cork because I wanted it to have a rustic feel. And so that's what we're doing in this card. And I love this paper. I have literally used up every scrap now of this. So here are the measurements for this. It's Blackberry Beauty, and I have a card that is 4 1/4 by 8 3/4. 4 1/4 by 8 3/4, and I scored it at 5 1/2. It's like a top folding, only cut off this part. So that's what it is. Hey, Lisa, you're out in Massachusetts. I thought you were in Maine. Oh my goodness. So there we go on that. And let's see what we have. The other pieces. Okay. We have a white mat. And let me get my card here so I can see what I'm doing. This is just the most beautiful paper. This is 3 by 4. Nice proportions on this. So we could use that side, but I really like this combination. 3 by 4. And on the other side, we're going to use the, I can't get my little paper clip off the end. So we're going to use this right here. And the other side of that is that. Oh, I love this one. Well, we could use that. Maybe I will. Maybe we'll use that. That one, I'll just give you here's the, so you can do a screenshot if you want. That's 2 by 4. And I think maybe we will do that. We'll just turn it over. And then we're going to have a white mat that's 2 1/4 by 4 1/4. And 2 by 4 is the cork. That's going to go on like that. And then this, we're going to stamp on that. And hopefully I will not forget to put the ribbon around. So let's see, help me remember that, okay? And then we're going to stamp on the white piece. We have a piece of white. This is going to, where's my white piece? Here it is. This is going to be the inside, 3 3/4. 3 3/4, 3 by 4 rather, 3 by 4, and that's going to go right there. So let's just at least put these down so I can just move that out of the way, and we'll use that side. And just, it's some of the prettiest paper that I think we've ever had. Blackberry Beauty. And this one, we're going, the 2 by 4 piece, I think we will just turn it over. I like that combination of the cinnamon cider with the cork. But on the other hand, I really love, this is my leaf, my favorite piece is right here. And I didn't want to cover it up. So we'll do that. And then we'll put the white piece in there. And that's going to go right here. It's going to have a little bit of a seam right there. And that's just fine because it's going to get covered up like that. Okay, so now we can set that aside and we can do our stamping. So we're going to stamp. We're going to, well, I think we'll put just a little bit more together. We're going to stamp, we're going to put our cork. And this is really, really thin. It's just like paper, and it tears too. It's beautiful. I hope that it carries over. It is one of the nicest specialty papers that we've ever had. Now, I'm going to remember to do this ribbon. So, okay. And that's what I'm going to do next, is the ribbon piece. So I want this ribbon, it's going to be just right there, and then it wraps around. So I think what I will do is, I think I have Scotch tape here. Yes, I do. Okay, I'm going to get my Scotch tape ready. I'm going to put it like this. Just going to, this is all going to get covered up right there. Better than crooked though. There we go. Now I'm going to wrap it around the back. I saw someone else do this. This was not an original idea, but I love this. I think it was Leanne Graff in South Dakota or North Dakota. I'm not sure where she is. But cut that off because we won't be seeing that because that'll be covered up. So, but at least I remember to do that. So now we are going to set that aside and we're going to stamp our gratitude in here. And we're going to stamp a bird. The ephemera package that coordinates with all of this is still unavailable. I think it's November 1st is the date. So we're going to bring in our Blackberry Bliss. Oh, wonderful color, isn't it? One of my favorites. I wish I could find a dress in this color. I was looking and looking. We're going to Wisconsin for my niece's wedding this weekend, and part of it's going to be outside, part of it inside, and it's going to be cold in Wisconsin, but not as cold as here in Montana. But the cold weather we're getting right now is going that way. So that's much gratitude. This is I think it's a great stamp for the fall, and Thanksgiving is really good. Let's get the bird. This is a wonderful, so this set is the Beauty of Tomorrow. And I'm only using the bird this time, but it's a good one. Just a great set. I love that. I love the dies. And we're going to do a bird. I did one bird out of brown, but I'm going to do this in Blackberry Bliss. Like that. Isn't that pretty? It's a distinctive stamp also. And I think we'll do one of those on the envelope. Let me see what's here. I can find, here's an envelope. And I'm going to put an envelope right there. And that should do it. And let's see what's up. And through the magic of TV, this bird is all cut out. And it does have a little framelit or a die. And let's stamp the inside of our card. And that's going to be the little tiny one that says much gratitude and heartfelt wishes. There we go. Just like that. And our card is almost finished. So we'll close up our ink and put these aside. We've got our gems right here. I've got the genial gems, and we're going to do our... So now I'm going to add this right here. And I think I will use my Seal Plus on this because it's just a little bit stronger. And sometimes when you have a card that part of it's on, part of it's off, it's just, you want something strong. Tear tape is good too. I like sort of a fast stamper. See how this is, that opens up now and that's hidden. And now we're going to add our much gratitude, and that's going to hide that little bit of ribbon, but it's just a nice little touch, I think. And we're going to get some, let's get my little dish of pieces, the bigger pieces that I cut up from. I love cutting them up, and I actually use them a ton. So they're so big and so easy to use. So there we go. And they're really sturdy too. Get that all on there like that. They come in a big sheet that looks like, they come in several, the whole sheet looks like this. And then you just chop them up. And then my bird is just going to go right here. So we'll get my regular dimensionals out for that, and just one will do it. And there we go. And let's see, I think we'll have them swooping down like this. And then we'll get our gems out, our genial gems, and we're going to add 3 of those. Let's see. 3 gems. We'll do earlier this morning I took this putty and I twisted it and it was all coming out. It sort of takes a while for it to come out. So I'm going to take one there. I'm going to do another one up here. And another one. I love being able to use that putty though, because you can just slide your gems off if they have adhesive, and that works like that. And there we have it. We have our envelope. I think I stamped on the wrong envelope. I did a vanilla one, but anyway, we have an envelope. Here's another one I did with the flowers, so that would work too. So which one do you like better? Do you like the oak leaves with the gold, or do you like, sorry, I have everything up so high today. There we go. This one has the cinnamon cider designer paper. This one has the blackberry oak leaves. Which do you like better? They both have cork, but isn't that a pretty card? I just love that. I love this design. I love the measurements. It's easy to make, and it just has a good feel about it, I think. So, which one do you like? Which one? And Carla, you have to go babysit now? Oh, the oak leaves. Lisa likes the oak leaves. Let me see once. I can't see the comments on my iPad today for some reason, but I can see them on my phone. So let's see once. Lisa's over on the East Coast right now. Lisa, we're missing you here. You're going to be still gone for another week. So which one do you like? Oak leaves or cinnamon? Alrighty, girls, that's it. And let's turn the camera back. And here we go. Can you see my evergreen shirt? So I'm going to take a little sip of water here. I'm getting dry from talking. Okay. Don't forget to order those little Santa's, the Santa's love tag, the little tags and the bags. And you know what? These, I'm glad you did, Melissa. I love them both. The little elf set, the kit that Stampin' Up came out with last month, that sold out within 2 weeks. So I would expect that these will sell out too. And that is it. I think I better close before I start coughing. Choking on my words. There we go. Okay, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next Tuesday. Thanks. Bye.